How's it going, everybody? It is Tuesday, February 24th, 2026, and I am in the city of Chula Vista, the west side of Chula Vista, southwest side of Chula Vista, and I am near a building, a place I am very familiar with. I spent 10 years of my life, well, about maybe 9, here, living. This apartment complex across the street. This is the apartment complex that I grew up in. Lived here from 1987 till about 1997. About a 1-year detour, 1.5-year detour around 89, 90. Came back here about 1991, so about 2 years. Alright, so why come here today? Well, the reason I'm here is today on the National Day calendar, it is trading card day. And for me, I grew up loving trading cards, baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards, all sports, comic book cards. And I discovered that love of trading cards when I lived here. All the kids in my complex here, we collected baseball cards first, and I would get, I was real little, you know, like first, second grade, and I definitely feel like I got swindled by some kids. But you know, what do you know when you're 7, 8 years old? Moved on from baseball cards to different sports. So when I was about 10, we moved to San Antonio. I got this Spurs sweater on, Spurs sweater. And I fell in love with basketball out in San Antonio because that's the only sport they had. And that led to me collecting basketball cards when I came back. When we came back to San Diego, all the other kids around here had also gotten into basketball. And so they collected as well. Oh shit, there's like a fenced-in area over here now. Sorry. Yeah, so trading cards were a big deal. Big deal growing up. This Dutch Brothers here, when I was a kid, it used to be a Sonic Burger. It was the first one in San Diego. And they used to do like lowrider shows here. I remember my mom would get super mad because they would do them like every weekend. And they'd be out super late. She'd call the cops on them and stuff. And she swears up and down that she's the reason that the Sonic Burger closed here, and that San Diego didn't have a Sonic Burger for, like, you know, 20 years after that. So, thanks, Mom. Also over there, that Burger King has been there forever. We used to go there, get fucking Whoppers and chicken sandwiches, and play in the play place. So what do they call it? McDonald's calls it a play place. What do they call it in Burger King? I don't know, a little playground area. And yeah, we would walk through here on our way to school. It's like a little shortcut. So yeah, so I was, like I said, I was about 10 years old. Not earlier than that. About 7 years old. Lived here until I was about 16, 17 years old. Then we moved into different parts of Chula Vista, National City. And so, you know, it was, you start off your childhood years here, and then you move on to your later teen years, junior high teen years, high school years. So, you know, different various points of my life were spent, you know, in this place right here. It's a playground behind me. It's where we used to play. Got new structures now. You can see them. Yeah, ours used to be metal. They would rust up, and you know, you get a cut on it, get a tetanus shot. Now they're plastic. Kids today, they got so easy. But yeah, so like I said, we would, when I came back from Texas, we moved on to different sports. It was more than just baseball. You know, basketball, football. Even for me, I've always been kind of a dork. Part of the reason I got made fun of a lot when I was a kid. Very nerdy. dorky. And I also really liked, you know, cartoons. Every kid likes cartoons, but I really liked cartoons. And so I remember there were these like Flintstones sports cards. I was like the only one who collected them. Everybody thought I was a massive nerd for it. So what are you gonna do? Like I said, we you know, as kids we kind of like ran this area. As you do when you're kids, the whole, you know, your little kind of neighborhood becomes your whole world. And you know every nook and cranny of it. And so we would head on over to a liquor store nearby, and that's where we get all of our cards at. They had a big display near the front of the store. We get all of our sports cards. Get into my car here. I just hit my camera. So yeah, so they had a big display. We get all of our sports cards there, and you know, some Lucas powder or whatever Mexican candy we could get that was full of lead, and that's probably why I was not valedictorian at my high school, because I just ate Mexican candy and you know, killed all the brain cells with the lead. So anyways, let's go on over to that little shopping center, see if it still looks the same or not. Okay, just real quick before we go over to the liquor store, this right here, if you live in San Diego, if you grew up here, there's a radio station called Jammin' Z90. They were like the big hip-hop R&B station when I was growing up. I don't know how many people still listen to the radio now. I think Jammin' Z90 is still around. You know, they're playing the same kind of stuff, but for probably far less people. Anyway, Jammin' Z90, the radio station, was right here, where this Tanya Ayala is, or maybe the acupuncture place. I don't know, maybe it took up this whole thing here. Anyways, I got to go inside the radio station one time. A friend's mom knew one of the DJs, and so one Halloween night we got to come into the Z90 studios, do a little promo on the air with the guy who was the DJ that night. It was cool. I guess Brandy was here one time, and a bunch of us were just kind of like hanging out here in this parking lot trying to see her, because as you see the fence, that's where the, you know, the apartment complex is right there. So we would all hop over the fence and you know, use this as a shortcut to get to like the liquor store, but also to try and see Brandy. And we did not meet Brandy that night. I think security very quickly shooed us away. But yeah, Jammin' Z90 is right here. I don't know where it is now, but it's definitely not in a strip mall in Chula Vista. This is it. This is where we bought all of our trading cards from, right here at Ernie's. That's where all this candy is. That's where all the trading cards used to be. Baseball cards, football cards, Marvel trading cards, whatever you wanted. Got a Diet Dr. Pepper, because I have diabetes. Oh man. Yeah, so there was also a what are those called? Remote control car. There's a remote control car shop over here called Crazy Kevin's, but it is gone now. It looks like it is a empanada restaurant. I don't know, the empanada spot. And then right over here, in front of me, what I'm looking at, this was a video store. It's like a mom and pop video store shop, and we didn't really come here. We went to Blockbuster, but yeah. If you want to like crazy ass things like Faces of Death or porno, you go to this video store behind me. I don't know what it is now, some kind of beauty shop maybe? I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, it's where we would rent all the weird stuff you couldn't get at Blockbuster. When I got older, obviously, not as a child. I wasn't watching Faces of Death when I was, you know, 11. I think we rented it one time and couldn't get through it. It was fucked up, to say the least. Really fucked up. Don't watch Faces of Death. It's not good. It's really interesting how you know, things change but also kind of stay the same. Like most of the places in this area are basically how they were, you know, 25 years ago. It's different places now, like different stories inside of buildings, but for the most part it's pretty much the same. This place I'm going to over here, I seriously doubt it's still there. But there was another baseball card shop that we used to go to get cards from, and it was like a proper baseball card shop, not like a liquor store where you just pick up packs. This was a place that had, like, you know, Honus Wagner for sale, and I'm gonna guess it's gone. Oh yeah, I see people doing like boxing training outside. I seriously doubt this place is still here. Let's see. Yeah, they got like an MMA gym here or something. Yeah, it's gone. But yeah, right over here. I don't want to show these people. I don't want to put them on blast. But yeah, there used to be a card shop right over here. Well, I think it's a shoe repair place now. Yeah. Oh well. It is what it is. Like I said, things change. It's been decades since I've been here, so it was a long shot that place was still going to be here. It's not. That's okay. But yeah, we would walk over here. This is kind of a farther walk, not super far, but far enough. And yeah, we would go over there. That's where we would buy, like, if we wanted like a specific card. If you wanted Tony Gwynn's rookie card, like, you'd save up your money and then you'd go there, get Tony Gwynn's rookie card. But yeah, for the most part, we just mostly bought packs of cards over at Ernie's. Didn't really come over here too much. I can't remember the name of the place. I want to say it was called Donruss, but I think that's like the name of the baseball card company. I don't know, maybe they were named after the company. I have no idea. Don't remember. But it's not there. That's a shame. I think I'm gonna cap the night at a local sushi place. So after we moved out of that apartment complex, I lived in a few different places in National City. My grandparents, my dad, and when Kelly and I started dating, her dad lived not too far from this area. That's where she lived with her dad. And so, you know, I'd drive out here, we'd hang out, and we would come to this sushi place. Like, it feels like we came here weekly. We were here all the time. So I love this place called Kanpai. Let's get some dinner. Yeah, I know it's not sushi. Relax. It's perfect. Got some gyoza now. Hot. Hot. Oh, it's good. Last up is this caterpillar roll. It's got avocado on the outside, eel on the inside. I know a lot of people don't dig eel, but I do. I don't know what it is about eel that does it for me. You would think it would be like, oh, that's gross. But it's not. It's the first sushi I ever ate was eel. My uncle kind of tricked me into eating it. He just ordered stuff. He's like, eat this. And he didn't tell me what it was. So I did. I was like, wow, that's really good. What is that? He's like, you just ate eel. And I thought I would feel grossed out afterwards. But I wasn't. I was like, well, I guess I just love eel. Get me more eel. I need the eel. Alright, we're not quite done. I am in the Jack in the Box parking lot. This street over here, we would walk down from school. The high school is at the top of this hill, and we would walk down here. There's a library nearby, but we would always stop at the Jack in the Box after school, get a jumbo jack, or a yumbo yak, as the, the lady at the counter used to call it, and tacos, 2 tacos. Anyway, not just that, but this is also where I met Kelly. She was friends with my friend's younger sister, and you know, when I first met her, she was just a kid, little middle school kid. I was a high school guy. Didn't really think much of it. Then when she went to her high school. She went to a different one. She didn't go to the same one that we all went to. And she met with her friend one day. I didn't see her for about a year and a half. And she had grown. She was becoming a woman, as they say. And I was like, damn, this girl is fine. Little did I know that, you know, a couple years after that, 3 years later or so, she'd be my girlfriend. And that, you know, 15, 20 years sometime later, we'd have a daughter. Anyways, it all started right here at this Jack in the Box. She wore that very tight Coca-Cola t-shirt. It was very tight. That's gross, I'm sorry. Alright, we got one final stop here. I am in... Where's it at? You see it? I'm in the land of Troy. This is Castle Park High School. This is where I came to high school, everybody. Back in from 1995 to 1999. Long time ago. Almost 20 years. It's been 25 years at least. Crazy. Front entrance here. Go up these stairs. Endure all the bullshit that high school gives you. That was me. High school. It's funny, it's on Hilltop Drive, but it's not called Hilltop. And in fact, there's a high school called Hilltop, and I don't believe it's on Hilltop Drive. It's very weird. It'd be nice to like go inside and take a look around, but I don't know how like feasible that is when you're not a student. I don't think they just let you go into schools anymore like they used to. But it would be cool to see what's inside. Maybe I'll come down to like a football game or like a basketball game or something one of these days. But until then, let's talk about the song I'm thinking of. Being down in Chula Vista, being in close proximity to Castle Park and all the old times of my life made me think about old music. Older music. Well, like I said, it's old music now. But I'm going to go with the song Move to Bremerton by MXPX. MXPX was like my favorite band in like the last couple years of my high school years. That's what I got really into punk music, punk rock, pop punk stuff, which is funny because I got into punk music through Christian music, which seems like kind of like the antithesis of punk is like organized religion. I don't know, but anyways, these punk bands, pop punk bands, they were all Christian. I went to church, and like I said, I've talked about, you know, going to youth group in the past, and so yeah, we were young people. We wanted to listen to young people music, punk rock, Christian punk rock. So yeah, MXPX, they were a huge part of my life in 11th and 12th grade, 98, 99. And you know, moved to Bremerton. That reminded me of when I lived in Bremerton when I was a little kid. So right before we moved into those apartments in Chula Vista, you know, just not too far from here. Excuse me. We lived in Bremerton. My stepdad was in the Navy, so he got stationed up there. We were there for about a little less than a year, and before we came back down to San Diego. That's a story for a different day. My parents were not compatible from the start, my mom and my stepdad. So love the guy, love him a lot. He's the man who raised me, but him and my mother were not a good fit. And you know, I love my brothers and my sister, my half brothers and sister, but yeah, my poor mom, she anyway. So yeah, I want to end this on a downer, but I guess I kind of am. Anyways, go listen to Move to Bremerton by MXPX. That's a cool song. That whole album, Life in General, that's a really big album in my life. Kind of like the Goldfinger self-titled album. Life in General is another huge album for me in my teenage years. So if you want to know who I am also listen to life in general, because every song on that album also kind of speaks to who I was and what I was feeling at the time. So anyway, I'm gonna get out of here before security finds me and tells me to get out of here. I don't know, do these places have security? Anyway, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.